EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. And the Dolphins are going to recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go, Jim. Check.
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. And when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Fitzpatrick. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Kenyon Drake there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
13. 52's the mic, boys. 52. I got you, punk. Hey, high 7. Mike 52, Mike 52. 02. I can't believe they even let you play. 52's the mic. Mike 52, Mike 52.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
5-8. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Don't let him breathe, defense.
On first down, Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Hey, Delta. These babies cry all the way back home.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Ready? 5-9. Let's go, T.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, Charlie.
From the 25 on second down, Breeze, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Fitzpatrick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Here's Fitzpatrick, flushed out right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check 37. Check 37. Switch. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21.
Watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Fitzpatrick to throw it. He goes underneath to Drake. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Hey, alert 3. Check.
They'll throw again, Fitzpatrick. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Kill.
Fitzpatrick again. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking for the tying score here, down 15-8 as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
36. 52, right 52.
Smooth.
Give me that ball.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Shotgun now for Breeze. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Well, earlier, Charles, we looked at some of the Week 8 games that were intriguing. How about some Week 8 games where you've got a team that really, really needs a win? And I was thinking about the Chargers at Chicago and Cleveland at New England. You feel like the Chargers and Cleveland need to find a way to get a victory.
I think you're exactly right, and the Chargers' chances are really slipping away. Chicago, I would throw in there as well at 3-3 and struggling on offense. They say they know they need to run the ball more. They absolutely must run the ball more. But Cleveland and New England, for me with Cleveland, with all the high expectations in preseason, it's almost a must-win at a place almost no one wins.
And a couple more here. Giants at Detroit. All of a sudden, Detroit's at the bottom of the NFC North.
And everyone says the same thing about them. They have great talent. That's a really good football team. Hard to believe they're at 2-3-1 right now.
Last but not least, what about the Steelers hosting Miami Monday night? They cannot lose that one.
They absolutely cannot, because Baltimore is threatening to run away with the division. Pittsburgh has to have that game on Monday night.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there.
Come on, man. Catch the ball.
Until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Hey, check. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
That's good for the Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Kill. Pilot, 64, weak.
To throw is Breeze. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Breeze going to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. You're 21. Choose the mic. Watch Mike. Big stop, G. Hey, Echo. 52's the mic.
Again, it's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
Brings up a 3rd down.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the stop just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Hey, kill.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Thomas, the intended target. Well, partner, let's take a quick look ahead to Week 8. A couple of exciting matchups. Carolina at undefeated San Francisco, and then Green Bay and Kansas City on Sunday night. That should be a fun one.
It should be. In Green Bay, Kansas City, a rematch of the first ever Super Bowl that was played. Green Bay winning that one in Los Angeles at the Coliseum. But that Carolina-San Francisco game is so intriguing to me because, to me, it's a battle of defenses. Carolina's defense is playing at a high level. But is anyone playing better defense in San Francisco outside of New England? I would say no.
And then also Seattle at Atlanta. And I bring up that game because, gosh, if the Falcons lose, Dan Quinn might not have a job.
Yeah, and that's true. And I hate that because DQ is one of the best guys you're going to meet. And it was just 2 years ago, this team was in the Super Bowl. But right now, they're 1-6. And if they lose to Seattle, they're facing an open week. And there'll be a heavy discussion and a job referendum on him at that point.
52 and 56, 52 and 56. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch that. Switch. Switch. Left.
Fitzpatrick on 3rd and 2. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on, let's go.
For the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And he hits Drake. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Fitzpatrick. On the right side open is Gesicki. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, kind of like put up in the top.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3 down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Gets this one to Hill.
Cool.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the back. Good. I-4, ready.
From the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he
That
threw
should have
that
been
one.
intercepted.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. All right, so they got their field goal, gets them back within a score. Now for the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Fitzpatrick on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing on second and long. Fitzpatrick looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He dumps it off to Drake, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Fitzpatrick to throw it. He'll set up the screen to Drake. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Throwing again on second down. Fitzpatrick, he'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Kill. Safe.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. But it's going to be second down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On second down now, it's Drake. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Mark Walton taking it in. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now Fitzpatrick.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Hey, Haywood.
First and 10.
On first down, Breeze. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Let me guess, you're going to quit like everybody else. Supposed to be falling so hard.